Sometimes I think it's all about starting projects and never actually finishing them. Or so it feels like, because I've got so many projects, but it's always like, the thing is, I've probably got ADHD or autism or something like that. I'll sit in front of the computer and I get this idea. And when I get that idea, or that little airsoft itch that needs to be scratched, I can't help myself. I won't stop thinking about it until I just go ahead and do it. So I've bought probably the most impractical airsoft pistol, or type of airsoft pistol, if you can even call it that. But instead of just buying one of them, I actually ended up buying two. So I covered this ages ago, but I've only just gone and bought two Chiappa Rhinos. Why? Couldn't tell you. I've always had a thing about revolvers, and I really like the idea of revolvers, but I was never able to get like the type of Tanaka that I wanted. I always fancied that really weird one. I think it was the R8. I'd love to get some wheel guns that actually perform and are not absolute garbage. I did look at the Chiappa Rhino series back when I was doing bespoke YouTube stuff. So I bought that, two pistols. I only looked at the 50DS before, but now they've done a 40DS and a 30, so they're getting a little bit shorter, which in my opinion makes them more usable. I bought two packs of shells, which I have opened, so they're there. I bought this holster, which I thought was buying a holster that would take both revolvers, but it won't take this. It won't take the 40. It will take the 30, but it takes the 30, and it's not even that good. So I'm gonna have to look at different holster options for it. I ain't gonna get into holsters. Let's have a look at the guns. So these are a shell-loaded revolver that's powered on CO2. But the reason why I've gone for the Chiappas over like something like the Dan Wesson. Now I do like the Dan Wessons, the 715. I really wanted to build one of them. But the problem with the Dan Wessons are, and a lot of people have found this, a lot of people send them to me for like Cerakote and stuff. They're plated, which makes it almost impossible to strip them properly for like a Cerakoting process. So they need to be like deplated. Now, the people that I've been using for the anodizing stuff, I was talking to them about it and they said they could do it. How much it's going to cost, I don't know. But the Rhinos actually come painted, which can be stripped off really easy, or so I believe. I was going to do that then and annoy a lot of you, but I'm not going to do it. So it's a CO2 revolver that takes shells. They have these brass shells. I'm not sure if this is the high power or the low power. I really don't know. I think they can take the same shells as the Wessons. I think it's all made by Wingun anyway. But I bought two packs of 6 shells as well. And I also bought a ton of moon clips thinking, yeah, that'll do me, Not realising that when I was at Bespoke, we stocked all these shells and we stocked the moon clips. And I was complaining about this at the time because the shells don't actually interface with the moon clips at all. You have to have the special shells that have like a little notch here that's been machined. So all these shells are useless with these moon clips. So what I'm probably going to do, because I've been talking a lot to JK Army recently, because they're going to be stocking my products. They do a line of shells that will fit the Chiappas that have got like a steelish style look. So I'll probably go down the route of getting those shells, because I think they did the moon clips in a pack of 5. And they've got like brass, proper metal tips on them, so they look a little bit more realistic. And I think this fits in with like all the GBB and sort of more realism content, doesn't it? So you have your shells, you put a BB in each shell, shove them into the revolver. You can get those speed loaders, perhaps that's something I'll do for these ones. But they're just quite fun to manipulate, really. It's like a shell ejecting shotgun, but not quite as fantastiballs as that. So the problem with these Rhinos is what I found before was you can do single action, double action. Now single action should be a lighter pull than double action. Single action is a really solid pull. It's quite hard. But what I've found is if you just double action it, because your finger's already moving in that direction, it feels like the trigger's much lighter in double action than it is in single. So yeah, that's really counterintuitive. I think I'd rather just line up the shot and just quickly pull the trigger. So there's the 30DS. And again, like I say, I thought instead of just buying one of these bloody things, I ended up buying two. Perhaps I should get the 60 and the 50 as well and do like a full collection of rhinos. And I think the problem with the Chiappa Rhino, in my honest opinion, is, you know, consumers, customers, you guys, whoever's buying these things, I just don't think people cared enough about this platform for it really to take off. So we might have sold a few when we first stocked them at Bespoke, but after that we didn't really sell them, so I thought I'd buy a couple in. So the 40 to me is a really nice size. I think it's probably the Goldilocks size. It just feels right. The 30DS, it's not much shorter, but it is a little bit, so if you wanted it to be less snaggy, I suppose. But the idea about me buying these over the Dan Westerns was I could Cerakote them, and I want to create some really nice blingy. Maybe I'll do one blingy and then one that's a little bit more subdued if I want to be a little bit more, you know, going in for that that one shot where you just, you know, you're going to hit them, so you might as well pull out like something really meme-ish to shoot them with. I would really like to design a different handle, because I'm not a fan of the handles, and with how much of a sharp angle there is on those plates. If anyone, this is really directed at Thor on the Bespoke, the Jaeger Discord, because he's very snazzy with CAD. Thor, if you're watching this, design me some new grips for these revolvers. I want finger grooves. I want it to be a little bit more tactical. It's not bad. It's not a bad grip at all. It's quite comfy. So yeah, they've got an adjustable hop up, so you use the little spanner provided, and I think more is clockwise, less is counterclockwise. So I just thought it'd be a fun little project when I've got, you know, that creator's block with a lot of other stuff. And sometimes you need just a little bit of a change. You need to do something different. But here's the holster. So the 30DS will go in, but it doesn't really, like, as Kydex holsters go, it's absolutely garbage. So I have to have a look at the other options that they do, because I need something for this. Or if someone from, I don't know, Kydex Customs or someone's watching, perhaps they can hook me up with a couple of, you know, nice holsters, belt holsters. I'd probably carry this just, you know, when I'm really not too bothered about carrying a high capacity sidearm like my Glock 17, and I just want to mess about. But I think I will get them shells that have the moon clips. So I've also dabbled with the idea of perhaps running the 40 as it is, and then taking the 30 and seeing if we can suppress it to make it quiet. So my idea was to completely design a new front end, which sort of has like a moulding that goes into a cylindrical suppressor. So that could be another avenue for a good video, seeing if we can make these things really quiet. A lovely spin on it. So yeah, I've bought two rhinos. Why? Don't know. Blame late night shopping on websites. And yeah, it needs to stop, doesn't it, really? And I keep buying more MWSs. I can't think how many MWSs I've got now. I really want to get another AKM. I think I want to do the AKX, and I also want to do a Saiga 12 as well, but I honestly need to probably start selling some stuff to make some space, because it's getting out of control. So yeah, another video coming up is a shotgun, so a double-barreled shotgun that takes APS shells that I've had for a while, but it's time to convert it and make it useful. So on that bombshell, from me and Bench, we'll see you in the next video.